Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today we are going to do these two candle holders. I was gifted these and I was going through my molds. I'm like, what am I going to do today? And I'm like, oh, I have not done these candle holders. So they are candle holders. They do have like a rib around here on both of them. There's a large one and a small one. So I kind of was going back and forth. Do I do an alcohol drip? So what I decided is I'm going to use this purplish red. This is the Bond Craftor mica powder. And it's really, really pretty. And then I'm going to do this eye candy Valentine red, which to me is more of a pink. So I don't know when we put it in resin what's going to happen. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do like a dirty pour to try to get like a marbling. Yeah, I'm not like 100% sure, but that's kind of what we're going to do. So I mixed up 300 milliliters of resin because I use this cup. So I just went 150 of A up to the 300 with the B, mixed it, put it in my Let's Resin small mixer. I love this thing, guys. If you don't have this, you need this one. I wish they had the bigger one with this, just the continual, and it's variable, so you can have it slow or fast. I really, really love this. I use this as often as I can. Obviously, you can't go past like 14 ounces because it will touch the bottom and then you're going to be in a world of hurt, if you know what I mean. So, let me just get some of this cleaned up here a little bit. Trying to reuse the parchment paper as much as I can before it gets too gross. So, that is almost ready. So what I'm going to do is I've got 2 cups here that I'm going to separate. All right. So I'm going to get this scooped in. I'm going to mix my colors and then I will probably run them through the debubbler just because this has a little bit of like nooks and crannies. We'll see how the resin looks once we get it mixed. So I'm just scraping off my paddle here, trying to get as much. Now, I don't know how much these are going to take at all. I have not pre-measured them because, like I said, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. All right, let me just get these sprayed. And we'll get these wiped down again. All right. So I am going to, I'm definitely going to run this through the debubbler because there's a lot of bubbles in here. I had my resin sitting on the floor, so yeah, it is I definitely going to have to run it through the debubbler. I should have put it through the warmer first, but I didn't think of it. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. So I'm thinking this might hold 6. It might hold more. And let me see what we have in this cup. Like I said, I don't know my milliliters and all that. And I've got some spatulas. The ones I have are so gross. I do have a couple more. I just got to remember where I put them. You know those safe spots where you're going to put it here so you know exactly where it is and then you can't find it? Yeah, it's in that spot. All right. Let's just get this wiped out. Because you guys know, if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget and then I'm going to ruin another one. And then I'm just gonna turn this the other way. Spray it again and wipe it out. And you can use baby wipes too. There we go. And now it is ready if we need more resin. All right. So I think I'm gonna go, we've got 4, we've got 6. So that made 10 ounces. And I'm gonna make them both the same colors just because I want, you know, I want them to be like a set. So this is one of the colors that we still haven't used from Craftor. So I figured, why not? So I'm going to put some alcohol in here. And then we're going to scoop some of this powder out. And I'm going to use quite a bit because we've got 6 ounces. So I definitely want to make sure that, you know, it's a nice dark color. Just put a little bit more alcohol in here. And this just helps dissolve those mica powders so you don't have to worry about any floaty bits. And then we'll pour some in here, and then we'll just dump this whole thing into the big cup. And I will separate this big cup just so it can debubble easier. I find about 3 ounces works really good in the debubbler. All right, so we're gonna dump that. All right. And now we'll stir that. Make sure we get that all incorporated. Look at that. That's a beautiful color. I was contemplating on doing white with it, but I'm like, wow, we'll try the pink and we'll see. And then once I know what size, I've got a couple of different trays. So I was thinking I could do like a tray to match them. You you know, kind of like what we did with the flower pot. All right, so that's, because it is going to be deep, so I think that will be dark enough. All right, now let's get some pink mixed. Well, it's called Valentine Red, so I don't know if it's like a color shift or not. I don't know. We'll start with that. And I can already tell it is a color shift. Oop. Because it's got a hue of purple in it. But the red is also purplish red, so, ooh. Hopefully that will look good. Yeah, it's like a purpley. Trying to get as much as I possibly can. Well, it's actually like a purpley blue. Almost like one of those ghost colors. I'm going to add a little bit more. Because I don't want it to be transparent. All right, that should work. It's weird because I look at it one way and it looks blue. I look at it another way, it looks purple. Hopefully they'll go to, you know, the match good. I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, we'll go with that. So let me get... We're going to divide this in half. And we'll do the same with this one. All right, so I'm going to run these through the debubbler, and then I'll be back, and then we will get these poured. Okay, so we've got these all mixed. So I'm just going to use 1 cup. And I guess we're going to do a dirty pour. Whoa. So what I did is, you can see over here, I've got my little peacock mold out in case we have extra, but I put rhinestones in it. So I will show you that in a minute. I'm going to just get my alcohol ready. So we'll start it with this one with the pink. And then we're going to pour some of the dark. And some of the pink. And they're gonna probably blend together. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not getting a good feeling. But we'll see. And I didn't leave much pink. So the other one is gonna be a little different. All right, so and this is 6 ounces. Okay. And I might as well all right. And that's 3 ounces. And I'm thinking 3 ounces might be enough for this one. The only thing, crap, I forgot. Can I do it now? Oh, I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. And then we will just pour this. All right, so and too much. So yeah, so 6 and 3. I tried to dome and I went overboard. All right. All right, now, this is the little peacock, and I ended up using like the bluish kind of stones. And we're still gonna have some extra, so. And I want a little bit more of this shimmery, because I think that will look good in the peacock. Oh. All right. Try to get the dark in the little, I didn't put the little stones up in there though. And then when I demold it, we might need to finish curing the other side of the stones, because they might be a little tacky. But we can deal with that when we demold it. I just figured if I got the stones in, because I'm always like, oh, last minute, I need, you know, something. So I was like, oh, well, I could put the stones in this one. And if we have extra, and if not, we would have had it ready for the next one, for the next pour. So I think that color is going to make a beautiful, like peacock color, because it's going to have that shimmer. I'm just going to... All right, that should be plenty. All right, so we have got 1.5 ounces. Let's see, we'll probably have 2 ounces. So I've got to figure out what we've got. And I'll just, whatever I have left in here, it'll just give a little bit of that shimmer. All right, so we've got about 2.5 ounces left. Let's see. Why don't we... we haven't done one of our little moose elk, whatever you want to call it, in a while. So why don't we do one of these? All right, let me just slide this back. And because I think this little guy takes about 2 ounces altogether. I am going to stop and just get his little eyes. Perfect. Oops. And that's going to run over because I have alcohol on the top. Just try to suck up some of that alcohol so it don't run over. All right. Fill the little ears. Not the ears, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right. And let me let's do these little butterflies, because we can always you know, we can always attach these butterflies on something. Just pop some bubbles. Whoa. I'm going to take this scribe. Hang on, I'm gonna use a because these are so little, I really don't want a ton of cleanup. All right. All right. And we have just a little bit more. Let me see. Let's do a couple of little flowers. And we'll just do whatever we can manage to scrape out of here. I'm like, maybe if I do it this way, I won't make such a mess. And then I'll just go around these with my little scribe. Oh, I got more than I thought. I'm just letting it drip off the end. So I'm just getting in those little tiny grooves to try to, if there's any bubbles in there, to get them to come up. I've been pretty lucky with these little flower molds. I think these ones I just got on Amazon. If I can find them, I will link them in the description. I'm just going to try to dome them. And they definitely don't need much of a dome. That one needs another drop. Come on. There we go. There we go. And let's see. I got that much left, so maybe we have enough for our little dragonfly. I doubt it, but we'll see. Actually, let me slide these guys over. And then we can work on this. I love this. I just wish that the tail wasn't so thin, because that breaks if you're not careful. Might be able to squeeze enough to fill it, guys. All right, let me take my scribe. We did it. All right. We've got it full. All right. Just take a Q-tip. All right, guys, there. All righty. That is it. We're going to let these cure, and then we will get them demolded. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. So I let these sit for about an hour and a half. Then I popped them into the curing machine, and I did have a bubble come up here. So we're going to have to cut this off. All right, so we can always fill that in with some UV resin. So let's just get some of these extras unmolded and see what they look like. And this is you have to really pull that apart, but this is really, really cute. You know, you could paint the little things on top or whatever. Let's just, I mean, the flowers come out good all the time. There's really not a difference in color. I'm hoping in the candle jars there will be. But, I mean, we got no bubbles in them. Few bubbles in this one at the top. So I don't know if you can see that right there. Yeah, I guess there's a couple on this one too. But that's all right. They were just little extras, not a big deal. All right, I'm dying to see the peacock. Oh, now that is pretty. That is pretty. I'm definitely going to put the light on it here for just they're not real sticky, but just to be on the safe side. All right, so let's get our little... Okay, so the color variation does show in here a little bit. I got a little trimming to do right there. Oh, it broke right off. All right. All right, now this is the one with the big head, and we have got to put the alcohol down in his head in order to get him out. Ugh. I gotta pull it down enough to... I'm just gonna work that alcohol in there. There we go. See how you can see it starting to break the suction? You just gotta move it around. There we go. And then he should plop right out. Just like that. Oh, he's cute. So he's red, but he's got hints of that purpley, bluey. All right. Put my mold back. And that's with his little antlers in. So I don't know, I might dress him up. Oh, I forgot my little butterflies. I want to get that little bit of overage while it's still soft. But they're cute. All right, let's just move all the extras out. All right, I'm dying to see these. Just gonna try to get this to roll up. There we go. Oh. All right. That is pretty. And we got no bubbles. Now the Now wait a minute. Something is wrong. There's like a groove. I don't know why this doesn't have a groove. It feels like rubber. Like, I have no clue. There's like a lip. Almost like a bubble formed or something. Well, that is odd. That is really odd. I don't know if you can see. That's what I was working on trying to get out, but there's like a perfect, and this feels like rubber, like silicone. All right, let's see if this one's the same way. We got no bubbles. That's a plus. Oh, all right, I'm gonna need, we're gonna need to spray this one. That's odd. Well, I'm gonna make this again. We're gonna do a different, we're gonna do it in alcohol inks. So we'll see which way kind of looks better. And this one did the same thing. Now look, there is nothing on this. Nothing at all. That is so strange. Wow. All right. And I'm just gonna clean this up just a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna do these again tomorrow. Because now I'm really, oh, good thing I'm keeping these ones. But I want to see how they're going to look with, you know, with like candles in there. Oh, and I did cut myself somewhere. Oh, right there. All right. That is so strange. So before I get the candle, I'm going to dress these up just a little bit. All right, so let's move this out of the way here. So I've got that size. That is too wide. Let's see. Trying to see if three rows would, or two. All right, so that would be the two, which is kind of pretty. Three, I think, would be too much, so that's an option. And oh, I like that. That I like. All right, so I have one piece for this one. Now, do I have another piece to do the other one? That is the question. And I think that's all I have left of that particular one. But I do have this one that might work. All right, we'll do this. This actually has a little bit of pink in it. And I won't need as much glue. I'm still gonna add some of the B7000, but, and then I'm just trying to think. All right, I I guess we don't want to overdo it. So let's get this around and cut this. And then we'll do, so this one is smaller. So maybe we'll just do, we'll do something different on that one. We can do, yeah, we'll do this one on this one. All right. And I do want to add just a little bit of the B7000, just especially where they're going to meet, just to make sure that it stays down. All right, come on. All right, now I'm going to try to cut this a little straighter. There we go. I think that's cute. Just enough. It's just dressed up enough. Like we don't, you know, we don't want to like take away from it, but and I'm going to do the same thing with this. So, I'm going to be doing a painting tomorrow, so I'll be having something on my other channel as well. Hopefully I can get it on there tomorrow. All right, so this one doesn't quite fit all the way, so I want to make sure I try to keep it centered. And this way here, you guys can let me know which one you like better, or should I have not added anything? to... There. So those are our little candle holders. Now let me grab a candle. So these are the candles that I've got. I buy them by the 24. They're just, these ones are battery. So I will get you some pictures. I'll bring it upstairs and I will get you some pictures. So you can see what they look like lit up. I think, you know, I think there's going to be a little bit of glow through the lighter areas of the candle. But we're going to do these again tomorrow, guys. And I'm going to do them in alcohol inks so I can see... because there's nothing on here and there's nothing on this to make like that ridge. I don't get it. And both of the candles did it. So yeah, I am like blown away. And it's, I don't know, it feels like plastic, like rubber. And the candles don't even slide. So I don't know. Do you guys have these, or have you ever had anything do that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. All right, so I am gonna let's glue his little antlers in. All right, you know what? I'm going to use my big bottle. Come on. Thank you. All right. I do want to have enough in there to make sure that it doesn't come out. Cover this, and then I can clean up that little bit of glue. Just take some alcohol. There we go. All right. So let's stay in there. How do I want to do it? All right. Give him some little eyeballs. And we're just gonna give this a little necklace. And I'm gonna put the seams under his chin. So I'm just putting a little bit of the B7000 just to kind of help hold the joint together. My God, Michelle, can you not hang on to nothing tonight? It's like I eat supper and then my hands stop working. And what I like about these is they're flexible, so you can, especially like going like around something, you can get it to there we go. And I'm just gonna cut these in half again. And we'll just give her some little diamond earrings. There. She's all decked out and ready to go. Alrighty, guys. I'm not going to take a picture of the extras, you know, just because they're not, you know, they're not the greatest, but hang on, I do want to just do its little bit of a little beak here. And there. Now she's done. And then I'll just put a stick on the back and we'll make it into a plant stand, plant stick to go with the rest. But I will get some pictures of these guys. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and I will see you on the next video, and we are going to figure out what's going on with these candle holders. But I love them. They are so cute. you know, we could put sticker, we could put anything on the front, but I think I'm just going to leave them like this. You know, I think these would be cute in the bathroom. So this is what I was, like I wanted to know if they would fit like on a tray. You know, something like that. I think that would be cute with a tray to go with it. So yeah. Alrighty. I will see you guys all on the next one. Bye, guys.